Okay, so this is a lock actuator from an Audi A4 BH front left door. I think it's model or year 2009, and it has this problem that is, well, if you're looking or watching this video, you probably have the same problem, so it doesn't open with the key fob. So I have already watched some videos and seen what's the fix. I just want to show the internals of this mechanism. So first let's take it open. So first I removed these 4 larger screws from here, and one was from somewhere here and one was here. Now we can see inside, or we would see if I had enough light. Let's see, I try to pry this apart now. Alright, it's half open, and as you can see there's a lot of springy parts inside which are terrifying. When you start opening it, you can actually take these gray parts out from here before it all comes apart, so you can actually see what you are doing. So now I'm trying to figure out how to properly take this apart without breaking everything. Took me a while to figure this out, but what is keeping it in one piece? You feel the resistance. These are the actual actuators. Oh, these are the actual actuators. The motors are, or the gearbox is behind here, and these will turn, and in turn they will operate these arms. This green goes here and this yellow one goes here. So you need to pry it open really carefully and remove the arms from these, what do you call them, pinions or something. And I think I did this wrong for this one, because the arm is now still attached to part of this and a spring sprung out of that, which is not nice. So I will now try to remove this yellow part from here, from this arm, and made it back together with these parts. Alright, so while trying to remove that from the green arm, I broke this piece. So I do not recommend trying that, but instead of trying to align those, because I'm pretty certain this comes apart from here easier than this comes apart from here. I guess I'll try to use just a bit of epoxy or something to make it whole again. Or maybe I'll first try some super glue. I do have my doubts that super glue will actually work. I tried fixing the part with like 2-component epoxy putty, but my hopes of this actually working is like, say, 1 in a million. Okay, let's just leave that at that. I'll figure something else if that fails. I think I figured out how to put this together. I'll just show if you have the same problem. So the hooked end goes below, then you attach the straight parts into this top parts, and then rotate until the pieces in between here align. You can see one is like 3/4 and one is 1/4 of the diameter there. Well then, next we want to get to the motors here, so let's just remove all these screws and figure stuff out from there. I got it open. There's a gasket in between, so be very careful about opening it so you don't damage the gasket, because we want it to be waterproof also in the future. I used just a small flathead screwdriver to just go through all around the perimeter, and then it opened pretty easily. It would be better to use a plastic spudger, but I don't have one. Here we have the two culprits of this problem. These small motors, electric motors, brushed motors, very old technology. Bad idea to put this here. I have no idea what Audi was thinking when designing this bullshit. Yeah, let's take these apart. And what to do next is to open this by opening these small tabs here, just pressing them outwards. Okay, here's one of the motors opened, and as you can see, it managed to beat me. This it's quite chewed up. For some reason it was really hard to get one of the tabs open. So what we are going to do next is to get some Scotch-Brite or sandpaper or something and get these accommodators really clean. So yeah, that's it, and we will repeat the process for the other one also. Okay, here we go. So that's now cleaned, and I will just do that same operation to the other motor also. Okay, so I have cleaned both of them and put them back together. I tested with multimeter that both give somewhat consistent readings from in all positions. Let's see if I can also test it with a 9-volt battery that both can actually do something. Sorry. Yeah, it's too hard with one hand. Sorry. But yeah, just believe me, both of them run fine now. And here it is, back together. Don't forget the spring. These are all together. This is in this position. And yeah, big one on the left, small one on the right. Now I'll just put the cover back on. I tested this module with the car, and it works as expected now. Now the last problem is this small piece which I broke. I tried the epoxy putty, and then tried epoxy, 2-component epoxy. That wasn't good enough. My final try is with the what's that called, cyanoacrylate. If that doesn't work, I guess I just need this whole damn assembly because of my stupid hands. While waiting for the cyanoacrylate to cure, I've tried to figure out how to put this back together, and what I have figured this for is, first of all, there's holes in the back of this. These two holes. You can poke a tool through to use to align these with these and eventually this. So this bit goes here, and this bit goes here. And disregard my comment earlier that you should try to just leave that in there and try to assemble that in place while putting this back together. No, never mind, that's impossible. So you actually need to pry this part of this arm while disassembling. And now that I have fiddled so much with this, I figured that the best way to do that would be to, while prying this open, come through here with a flathead, very small flathead, and get here, and then pry that piece off. I hope that would like get it off without breaking anything. And then there's this part which I don't really what it does. But anyway, when putting it back together, it needs to go on top of these. Otherwise, if you put it, it actually fits below it. But if it's there, it prevents the mechanism from working. It will just jam. So that's what I figured this far. I'm pretty sure I got it assembled now. So let's see if the mechanism works. This is actually pretty hard with one hand. Yes, I think everything moves as it should. Like so. And all the links are still there, and the piece I had to glue is still on, which is great. Well, sorry about the wind. Let's try it. It has now been installed. So now it's locked and unlocked. Let's also try the mechanical parts. So locked and unlock. Yep. Everything works. Although I'm a bit worried about the part that's glued. So what happens if that breaks? If it's possible that it will get stuck in locked position, that would totally suck. So yeah, I ordered a new part anyway. But at least now I know what to do, because this door also sometimes gets stuck. So I now know how to fix it, and maybe next time I won't break any parts. Anyway, thanks for watching and have a nice day. Like, subscribe, comment if you have any questions, and I'll try to fill them. Thank you, bye bye.